Hello friends, Will here. Welcome to the Skate Oasis and welcome to the chaos that is my life right now. So for those of you who've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I built myself a mini ramp, this mini ramp, here in my garage last fall. I did it pretty on the cheap and I did it all myself and it turned out pretty good. But to be honest, it was lacking a couple of things. I initially only put one layer of surfacing on, which was a big mistake. So I added another layer of surfacing, which really changed how the ramp rode. But what I've noticed recently is that it's a little bouncy. There were some areas of the ramp underneath the studs, like up here and down here at the bottom and even here in the middle, where I could actually see in my videos the ramp bouncing a little bit. A couple of days ago, I started taking off the decking so that I could get underneath the ramp and reinforce those areas. And I've really done most of that now, but let's take a look and kind of see where I'm at right now with the ramp. You can kind of see what I've done here. I actually extended the deck all the way out to the wall. It used to be cut off. It used to only be 2 feet. Now it's about 3 feet. It gives the deck more space. Let's take a look under the ramp and look at the reinforcing. Get this thing out of the way. Ugh, so many cinder blocks. I don't know how much we're gonna really be able to see, but yeah, I can't see anything. It's dark down there, but basically what I did is I took a bunch of cinder blocks and I stacked them up down the middle of the deck, kind of like here to the underside of the joists, so that the deck does not bounce whatsoever anymore. And I basically did the same thing with the individual joists, like the cross members, the ribs. I stacked wood underneath each one until it was fully supported. So this side here, there's literally no bounce on whatsoever anymore. This side here is about 75% done. I gotta climb back underneath there today. Now this is one thing that I'm actually really kind of proud of. Let me just move the tools out of the way here. So when I was resurfacing this ramp, I kind of realized I was gonna run out of materials and I didn't wanna go buy anything else. So after I put the initial layer of plywood on here, I actually started putting on this upcycled leftover laminate flooring that we've had in the garage for years. I think it looks pretty awesome. Now, I don't have enough of the flooring to do that for the entire ramp, but we are actually doing some renovations in the house starting in a couple of months. And I'm gonna have about 1,000 square feet worth of laminate flooring that we're tearing out of there. At that time, I'm gonna resurface the entire decking of the ramp in that laminate flooring. It's gonna look so nice. But that kind of leads me to my next point. The ramp I built last fall, that's like mini ramp version 1.0. This ramp I'm calling mini ramp version 2.0, and this fall I'm going to begin work on version 3 of this mini ramp. What I'm gonna do at that time is I'm going to take off all of the surfacing. I'm just gonna make sure that it's all still in good shape. I'm gonna add some extra joists, and I am gonna build permanent in-place extensions on both sides. The dimensions of the ramp right now, transition's 2 feet high from the flat bottom. Whole ramp is 8 feet wide, and it's about 21 feet long. I've really enjoyed skating my extension lately, which adds about another 14 inches. But the only issue with having one single extension is that it makes it difficult to get speed to do, especially like tricks like backside airs or melon to fakies. You just don't really have enough speed to really send it. I want to build a permanent extension on both sides, probably a full 18 inches higher. The new extensions will be like this high, like 3'6". Only having 4 feet wide for kind of each of the extensions and the lower sections is gonna make the ramp a little bit less flowy side to side. Like, you're not really gonna be able to do grinds per se anymore, but it's gonna be excellent for flowing back and forth for lip tricks. And I'm really hoping the extensions will help me take my skateboarding game a little more vertical, start getting some more air and learning some more aerial tricks. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's gonna be like a couple of months away. I'm not really ready to tear apart the whole ramp yet. I have a lot of family stuff happening the next few weeks, so I'm just not really gonna have the time to do it. So that will be down the line. I have been slacking on the long form content a little bit, and I think the reason for that is that I really want to publish videos that I'm proud of, that I think are really crisp and well edited and have compelling content in them that I like watching. The downside to that is that if I'm too much of a perfectionist, I don't make nearly as many videos. I also find that when I make videos that are a little bit more off the cuff, videos that are a little bit more, dare I say, authentic, with less cuts and edits. I can get those out quicker, and honestly, a lot of times people seem to react to those better anyways. So I've only published a few videos these last couple of months, but I'm gonna work on that, and we're gonna start trying to post a full-length video basically every week, just kind of filming what I'm doing in here. So stay tuned for that, for my various skate adventures and DIY stuff. I'm gonna go back inside, I'm gonna get a little bit more work done, and then in a couple of hours, we're gonna come back out and I'm gonna film the process of me kind of finishing up the ramp, version 2.0, and then we're gonna have a skate. Cool, transition. Hey everybody, it's a little bit later, I'm on lunch break. Let's set the camera and let's finish up these decks, or try to. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. So, I mean, this is like a preview of what the last version, final version of the ramp will look like. As you saw right now, I just have some random plywood pieces on that side, and it's gonna be even more janky over here. That's where the dog run, but I'm basically gonna cover it with this piece of 3/4 inch that I have. I'm really liking the idea of the larger deck now. Like, there's just a lot more room to operate. And this right here is like my Mick Jagger dance floor for all my foot plant old school tricks. Gonna be so much fun. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, so much more room. Dance floor antics. It works. Okay, just burned through my entire lunch break doing that side. So we'll be back tonight after work to finish up this side and then to have a skate. See you in a minute. Hey everyone, it's the next day. I did some more work on the ramp last night. I didn't film it because it was a lot more of the same, but let's go take a look.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God, it's beautiful.
Ugh. So satisfying. So yesterday we looked at covering the decks and extending everything, the reinforcing, and I did the same thing over here. I just chopped up some plywood, covered it up, and I permanently installed my existing extension. I'm really stoked to have this installed permanently. Beforehand, I literally just had a couple 2x4s screwed into the side that poked up against the wall. Now I've got like legitimate strong connections. I screwed everything into that stud. I've got everything attached here on this side. This is the ugly side of the ramp. Not ugly, this is the more functional journeyman side of the ramp. This is the void. You don't really want to fall into here. So a short while ago, someone commented on one of my videos and saw this device up on the wall here, and they were asking what it is. This is called a picaroon, and this is a device that loggers used to use here in Atlantic Canada and lots of other places, I'm sure. I think the idea is that when they were literally riding on the logs down the river, they would this part flips back, and the idea is that you stab the log and then that part goes down and grabs into the log there so you can pull it and roll it. I think it honestly looks like an anime warrior weapon too. That makes it even better. Okay, everybody, that's gonna be it for the video. Long one, raw, unedited, a lot of talking, so I'm not gonna talk your ear off anymore. Take care of yourselves and each other. Skate Oasis out.